What up, YouTube? Today we're gonna react to a recent video that Marcus Rogers just released. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Marcus Rogers, but he's very known on the YouTube sector and Facebook when it comes to theology. But he just recently released a video according to the recent Delta airline plane crash. Come to find out that this plane was flown by an all-woman crew, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what happened was this woman crew was pretty much more like a feminist type group. But we're gonna get into it in the video. I'm gonna give you my take, and we're gonna see if Marcus Rogers is really a misogynist, or is this stuff that he's talking about this video, is it really biblical truth? So we need to get into it. We're gonna get into it, and I want to get y'all feedback as well. Make sure y'all comment below. But I'm gonna leave the link to his video in the bottom of the comment section or in the bio. Make sure y'all go watch the whole thing. We're not gonna go over the whole thing because it's gonna be too long. We're just gonna go over a little bit of it. I'm gonna give y'all my take on it. All right, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys log on to this live, there's one thing I want to say right from the beginning. Proverbs 31 women are not going to be mad about this video. Now, the women out there that are acting like Jezebels and Delilahs and being all promiscuous and, under some kind of antichrist, spirit influence, they're going to be upset about this. But that's why I got all these clips together, because even someone who's not a Christian, even someone that's not spiritual, because the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? This is a spiritual battle. You can look at these clips and say something is off, something is wrong, right? And so, yes, I put in the thumbnail, is it time for us to put women back in their place? And, are women what's wrong with society? Now, I know before you guys start assuming what I'm going to say, just listen. Some of y'all already ready to argue. Let's play the clips. Let's have a conversation first. The Bible says to judge with righteous judgment, right? You got to hear me out for a second. Number one, I believe that men and women are different but equal. Women are very valuable. Women are very precious. I believe that God can use women. I support my daughters, my wife, if they want to go to school, if they want to work. I support their right to choose. I believe that they could be, whatever they want to be, of course, within the perimeters of what the Bible says, right? And nothing crazy. Like if you tell me you want to, OnlyFans, and sure, of course, that you're going to say no. But in a practical, honorable sense, yes, I support my daughters to be whatever they want to be. But we also know in my house, this is very.
Yeah, I agree with him on that. I do believe that women and men, they both bring value to each other, but they're not equal. That doesn't mean one is greater than the other. But men have their qualities just like women. Women are very good at nurturing and raising a family, doing those things. They'll do that. They do that a lot better than what a man would do. And men are better known to be providers and going out there in the world doing the hard stuff for us, hard work and the grueling work and stuff to help build society up. But they both are needed. So I agree with him on that. And yeah, we'll keep going.
This is very clear that there is a difference between man and women, and God has made that difference. And I know society is trying to blur the lines, and society's trying to tell you it's all the same. A lot of my daughters are older than most of my sons, and as my sons have gotten older, I always used to joke with them because they might bully them a little bit, want to wrestle. I say, hey, one day your little brothers, they're gonna get older, and you're gonna see, and they say, oh no, dad. And guess what? Them boys start getting older, but of course they're gentlemen. And so, one or two times they were wrestling and they kind of just kindly let their sisters know, grabbed them up, picked them up and said, look, I could, right? If I wanted to, I could show you some right now. But because I raised them to be gentlemen, of course, they just kind of respectfully flexed and then put their sisters down. All right, so let's dive into this. We're going to play a bunch of clips. As you guys just know, we talked about it yesterday. That plane crashed, landed upside down, and we're just now finding out that it was an all-women crew. Now, the reason this is problematic and the reason I believe this is demonic is because you look at the videos, you look at the posts, you look at everything that's going on in this world, and it's like there's an agenda behind it, right? They were flexing. This is an all-women flight. There's no man. This is an unmanned flight. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And I started thinking about it. I said, man, I feel like this is one of those conversations I don't really want to have because it's going to make a lot of people upset, but I feel we need to have it. So what I want you ladies to do that are on here, I want you to share this video, but also I want you to give me commentary about the clips that I'm about to show you. I want to hear from you sisters, from you women who are watching, and some of the brothers can get in there too, and let me know what you think about these clips that I'm about to show you. One of the biggest problems I think we have in society is women listening to women talk about what a man thinks or what a man wants or what a man should and shouldn't be. The Bible already makes it clear that a man is a man, a woman is a woman, what a man should be, what a woman should be. And I'm gonna just give you a quick example. I saw a podcast, and this girl was like, when a man asks to see me without my makeup and without my hair, that's telling me that he can't afford my beauty upkeep. And all the women were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, that's not what that should be telling you. The man just wants to make sure that you're not catfishing him. He wants to make sure he's not waking up in the morning next to Chewbacca, if that makes sense, right? I always tell the brothers, if you ain't never seen her without makeup, take her on a date to the pool. And I know that's not very politically correct, but hey, makeup, if we're being honest, can be a form of deception. I'm all for, hey, you put a little bit here, you put there. I'm not religious.
Yeah, my personal opinion about the makeup thing, I'm not too big on it, but if you want to, put a little bit of makeup on, that's fine. But when it get to a point where you can't tell who you really is and it seems like you catfish somebody, yeah, you kind of going too far. But yeah, makeup is okay. It's just how much you use and stuff. But I think a lot of women get carried on with trying to uh, put an image out there that the men really don't really care for. But that's just my opinion on it.
Like that. But if you changing your whole face, come on now. Like that's not even you. You got a whole birthday cake on your face. That is a form of manipulation where you gotta change your whole face. That means that you don't even love the way that God made you to be. So how can you expect the man to love, who God made you to be, and you don't love who you can be because you're not comfortable in your own skin? With that being said, I know people got short attention spans. I want to dive into these clips. Now, something for you to read, Genesis 3:16. He said unto the woman, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and sorrow shalt thou bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. This is God saying that. So when women have a problem with man being the head, man ruling over them, man being in charge, I'm sorry, that's an antichrist spirit. The Bible makes it clear that men are the head. Now, God puts safeguards in there for women because he tells men to love your wife as Christ loved the church. And if you look at how Christ loved the church and how messed up the church is and how jacked up the church is and all the grace and the mercy and the patience that Christ gives the church, that's not an easy job. All right. But this verse, some people interpret that women will have a desire to be in control of their husband, or there would be some kind of frustration with his role as an authority in her life. Before we play the clips of this DEI pilots, I want to play this clip first. And like I said, ladies, I need lots of feedback. When I say put women in their place, one of the things that I think we need is more women who are speaking up about this kind of stuff from a biblical perspective. All right, so enough of me talking. Let's start with one real short clip, and then we're going to go back to back with all these other clips. All right. I thought this was very interesting. This guy asked ChatGPT something. Let's play it.
Hey, ChatGPT, if you were the devil, how would you make women hate their role at home?
If I were the devil and I wanted to make women hate their role at home, I would start by changing the narrative. I'd take the beauty of sacrificing for your family, your husband, and your home and twist it into oppression. I'd make love feel like obligation and turn nurturing into servitude. I'd glorify everything outside the home and diminish everything within it. I'd make women believe that their value is only found in job titles, not in raising strong, righteous children. That fulfillment is only in chasing independence, not in building a legacy through family. I'd convince them that success means competing with men instead of embracing what makes them irreplaceable. I'd push materialism over meaning, self-interest over service, and convince them that being a wife and mother is settling, not succeeding. And once they reject the home, I'd make sure the world outside never truly fulfills them. I'd keep them chasing, comparing, and questioning why happiness always feels just out of reach.
Boom. You got that. All right. I just wanted to open it up with that. Now we're going to get into these clips that I put together, and I just thought it was just something that we can talk about together, have a conversation today. All right. Boom. Let's get that. So here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Your flight is unmanned today. Right. So you see the caption. They're proud of themselves. There is no man on these flights. You know, this is the thing that they're doing. Let's play it.
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Did somebody say slave?
Oh, no.
Okay, but hear me out. Wouldn't it be crazy?
Her voice is annoying. Listen, just real quick on that. Notice they're flexing, right? They're like, oh, look, we don't have any men on this flight. This is why the whole DEI thing was an issue. You know, they got the LGBTQ stuff going on. Then you got this stuff going on. So we've got a whole women. We're trying to prove a point once again. And look what happened. Right? I know some people laughed at the video. I saw people laughing at it, but it's really not funny because when you look at the spirit behind it, if you understand what the Bible says and you understand God's order and you see like there's this resistance to God's order, that's why you have chaos, right? We don't need men. I saw The View, which is one of the worst shows, ever. They're like, what are men good for? What do we need men for? And if you really think about it, men fought all the wars, men, did all the hard building jobs, the construction job, like everything that is hard, men have done. And now it's like, I seen this quote one time and I'm probably going to misquote it a little bit, but they talk about hard men make easy times, right? And easy times make easy men or weak men, right? And then what happens is now the society is so soft. Now women are coming in after men did all of the hard stuff. And we want to be just like men. But do you want to be just like men when it comes to fighting wars? Do you want to be just like men when it comes to doing some of these harder jobs? A lot of times when they say they want to be just like men, it means, yes, I want to be the manager, I want to be the CEO, but it's not taken in consideration. Like, do you want to be just like men? Most men are the garbage man, right? Most men are out there on the oil rigs. Most men are in the infantry. Most men are on the front line. So it's like selective. We want equality to men, but it's where we want it to be equal, right? If we really just had equality to men, I know you guys heard that saying, equal lefts for equal rights, right? If we really just had equality, and let's put women in men's basketball and see how they do. Let's put a women's basketball team against a high school boys basketball team and see how they do. You know what I'm saying? But let's play these clips and we'll keep talking.
Yeah, I agree with all that he's saying. And some people, men and women, might think he's misogynist on this. I don't think so. I really think he's speaking biblical truth. Now, I don't agree with everything Marcus Rogers say, but I agree with a lot of things he say according to his Christian belief. But he's speaking pretty much facts here. Women have their part in society as well as men. And according to this video, what happened with the Delta is like they were just pushing themselves up, trying to glorify themselves, saying, yeah, we don't need men, we don't need this, we don't need we don't need them to fly this plane, whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, it came to that conclusion, to that ending where the plane crashed. And it could happen, of course, with men as well, but the fact that they were boosting themselves up, being feminists, we don't need men for this. We need each other for different types of things. We need women for certain things that men can't do. And like I said earlier, we need men for other things too that women can't do, that are better at doing. So that's my take on this. I do think he's speaking biblical truth, but I think we got a little bit more we're going to check out. But again, make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about this clip right here. He got a few more clips. We're going to check them out.
All right, give me some feedback in the comments, ladies. I really want to hear what you guys have to think, or what you guys think about these clips that I'm about to play.
Wouldn't it be crazy if men were meant to submit to women? And women were meant to protect and provide, which is why we're so good at it. But the patriarchy's convinced us that we need men to do that so they feel needed and we feel powerless. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Okay, like, let me know what y'all think. Like, she clearly, it's like she really believes this. Like, you're just as good as men at protecting. So if some guys break in the house and they want to rob and they want to do wicked stuff, let's send the woman down. Let me send my wife down because she's gonna she's gonna do a better job at protecting than me.
Yeah, personally myself, if I was married, me and my wife in the house, somebody break it in, I'm not about to send my woman down to do my job. It just don't even sound right. Why would you do that? Why you would send somebody that's less able to do a job like that, where you might need a stronger guy, a man, of course, to handle that type of situation. The man is the leader, and the woman have to be behind so the man could protect her, and the family. So of course, the man should be going down the stairs and handling the business. I won't send my wife down there. I won't expect her to do nothing like that. But today, this society is backwards. Men are acting like women, women acting like men, and we got to get it back to how it's supposed to be, how the words say it should be. All right.
Now, one area, she's not going to like this, but by nature, God made women nurturers. Women can do stuff naturally that men can't do. For example, you have the baby, right? Your body feeds the baby, then you push the baby out, and then your body naturally produces milk because by nature, women are nurturers. But this is one of those things where I feel like the delusion is so strong. Like it seems like she really believes that. Like, yes, we're better protectors than men.
Oh, okay. So if a wife wakes up before her husband to make his breakfast and pack his lunch, she needs to stop babying him because he needs some responsibility. But if a husband were to do the same exact thing for his wife and wake up before her to pack her lunch and make her breakfast, you have it so good. You have the best husband ever. Yeah, the double standard. And I think a certain gender may be a little entitled.
Have y'all ever noticed that a guy can decline an invitation of going out because his girlfriend won't let him, and then everyone understands? But the second a girl declines an invitation because her man won't let her go out, everyone gets concerned. I feel like that doesn't make sense.
Think about it like this. A man with only one wife, okay, that's good. He's faithful. But a man with 3 women, that's 3 times more faithfulness.
Man, that's crazy. That don't even make no sense at all. That's more work for you to do. It's crazy how these logic these folks come up with. In the book, in the Bible, it's supposed to be one man, one woman. Now, yeah, of course there was men in the Bible that had multiple wives, but that doesn't mean God was pleased with that. Even though he let it happen, that doesn't mean that's where God has order us to do things. He ordered for one man, one wife, and that's how it's supposed to go. All right.
What kind of math is that? Do you guys agree? A man with one wife, yeah, he's pretty faithful, but a man with 3 wives, he's 3 times as faithful.
With 3 women, that's 3 times more faithfulness than the beta with only one wife.
So I'm a beta. Like all of you guys who believe marriage is between one man and one woman, hey, you brothers are betas. Now look at this. She says, unpopular opinion, you don't always have to give the credit to God. The credit belongs to you. Well, we know that is demonic. We know that is Antichrist. We know that's exactly what Satan was trying to do, right? Put himself up high, right? Now, the thing is, I wanted to use this clip here to segue to the next clip. A lot of women, right, that use their body and things like that, why do they love the streets? You're about to see a bunch of clips where women just seem to want to be fast, want to be HOEs, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the word there, right? And they try to glorify it, but the truth is a lot of them, they want to be worshiped. They desire to be worshiped. So they use their body as a golden calf to get the likes, to get the views, to get the attention, to get the affection, whatever you want to call it. And that's why a lot of them dress the way that they do, because really they want to be praised, right? Something in them desires to be worshiped, just like Satan wanted to be worshiped. So an unpopular opinion, you don't always have to give the credit to God. The credit belongs to you. Yeah, that's demonic. So, hey, I'm praying for this young lady when I saw this clip, but I saw the comments. So she's now a mother and she's super depressed and she's missing. Now, it'd be different if she was just saying, like, look, I'm a mother, I'm sad. But the clip that she posted before is of her doing some kind of stripper dance. And it's like, oh man, I've gained a family, I've gained motherhood, but I miss being a stripper. I miss being in the streets. I miss, you know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong with that mentality. Oh, strong, independent woman right here. That's what's important to her. This is what's important to him.
I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've tried really hard to be attracted to men who treat me well. It's boring. It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. So, okay.
All right, so we always have this one guy. Let me see, is this a guy? Yeah, Daniel. So, hey, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I saw you already comment a couple times. This is what you call a simp right here. This is what's one of the problems in society. We get weak men like this, and I'm assuming you're a man because of your name, but this is a perfect example of a simp that they empower these kind of females. And so here's the issue. Let me get on the big screen right here. If that young lady had posted any other clip other than her doing a stripper dance, then that would be different, right? If she just made a clip and said, you know what, motherhood is hard. I kind of miss when I had the freedom to just go and get up and go to the store. That would be different. I had the freedom to just go and do whatever I wanted to do. That would be different. But she literally posted, think about this. She's a mom. See, you got to teach these simps. She's a mom, and she posts a video of her doing some stripper dance with the red light on that, oh, by the way, maybe one day her kids' friends are going to stumble across and say, oh, wow, we saw this video of your mom saying she's so depressed because she had you. There is a problem with that. It's not, oh, she's just so innocent and she misses her freedom. There's something demonic that's going on there. And a lot of women, they get married and they miss the streets. We have another example. The twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. Pretty much, I just wanted to show the airplane clip, but yeah, but I do agree with him on that statement as well. Like with the mother and the child, of course, the mother gonna have a lot more stuff to do once you become a mother. But at the same time, this mother was doing it. She's missing the street life, the thought life, or what they call it, and that's different. That's the big difference. This is different between that and or she just missing the normal things in life, but she really wanted to just go out there and be back in the streets. So I don't think, like I said, I don't think Marcus Roger is a misogynist. Everything he's spoken in this video is pretty much factual truth. It's biblical truth. Like men should lead, women should be submitting to man of leadership, not just any man, but a man of God that actually lived the life. God ordained us to do that for that specific reason. But a lot of people would say that he's a misogynist or I'm a misogynist or men like that, think like that are misogynists, but that's not the case. Most of the time, at least the men of God, Christians, they trying to follow the book, the Bible. So that's my take on it. Y'all can go back and watch the whole video. Make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.